Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Travel Agent TV. I am Tom Brussow, co-founder of the Hub and president of Sensational Beach Vacations, and I want to welcome you to the very first 7-minute sales call on the Hub. And today we're going to find out what is the latest happening with Playa Resorts. How are they handling COVID virus stuff? What are some of the extra benefits that we have going on? We have an awesome guest, and I am very excited about this. This is another way that we on Travel Agent TV can bring you all some great information. So the 7-minute sales call is a way that we can accomplish that, knowing that, hey, you know what, it's hard for our BDM friends to get out and see us and come to our offices and have those normal sales calls like they have in the past. So we are going to bring you our version of the sales call, hopefully in about 7 minutes. Might go longer, might not. But today we're going to cover some really great stuff. I want to take a second to introduce our guest today. We have my great friend and our colleague, Michelle Payette, Business Development Manager for Playa Resorts. Hey, Michelle, how are you?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for having me.
Good. Now, this is the first. Now, how long have we been doing sales calls for?
I think it's been about 7 years.
Yeah, so we've had 7 years of sales calls, and this is our very first video sales call on Travel Agent TV. So it's another first for you.
It's another first for me, and I'm happy to be the first.
Well, that's great, guys. This is a big deal, too. I don't know if you know this or not, but we are live streaming today on Travel Agent TV network on both Facebook and Instagram. So folks out there, if you're not subscribed to our page, absolutely please do that so you can get the latest and greatest updates and so forth. So Michelle, what's happening at Playa Resorts and what do the folks out there need to know?
Awesome. Well, we've got a lot going on at Playa Resorts. So I'm thrilled to be here for the first ever 7-minute sales call, just to kind of give you some of the updates, what's going on with us, what's good. First, foremost, you guys have people coming to our resorts now and you're selling us for the next couple months. So just want to make sure everybody is up to date on the new COVID policies, the testing, all of that. So hopefully you are aware, but we are offering complimentary antigen testing for all guests. So it's not just 2 guests. If you have 5 people in your room, everybody's going to get that complimentary antigen test. If you do need or want a PCR test, they are available at each resort for an additional cost. But complimentary antigen, as long as you're staying 3 nights or more in Mexico or Jamaica, Dominican, it's for any length of stay. The other thing that we've implemented that has been wildly successful, to me, it's an absolute no-brainer, but it's our $29 extended stay protection. It doesn't matter if you book through a tour operator, if you book direct, doesn't matter. Upon check-in, you or your guests are going to be asked if you want to opt in and purchase the $29 extended stay protection. If you're 13 or older, you'll be offered this. 12 and under, automatically included. And what that does is if you do purchase it, and if you unfortunately, fingers crossed, doesn't happen, but if you did test positive on site, then that policy will cover you for the up to 14-day quarantine. If you do opt out of it, it's optional. Again, I think it's a no-brainer to take it. But if you do opt out, you just have to sign a waiver saying you are waiving that. And then if you did unfortunately test positive, you would have to pay the distressed rates to stay at the hotel for the quarantine period. So again, it's really important to have your clients armed with this information so they have no surprises at check-in. Makes you look like you know what you're doing as well with Playa. And all of this information can be found on agentcashplus.com, which I hope you're all already signed up for, getting those bookings registered. As well as if you want to walk your clients through this and show them what it looks like, we have a video that we made at our Hyatt Ziva Zilara Cap Cana that walks you through the process. So if people are nervous, it's really cool to show that. It's a YouTube video that you can share with that.
So, yeah, I mean, shout out to Playa Resorts and our other resort partners out there too. What you guys have done to rally around the CDC testing requirements is, it's nothing short of miraculous.
Yeah.
And really, I've had people traveling, and we'll talk about it in a second. But it really has gone smoothly, and the clients feel like, hey, you know what, this is a controlled environment, and the resorts and Playa Resorts are doing a great job, pulling everything together, communicating, and that ease of experience and that hassle-free experience is huge, because what happens when people get back to their offices then, or excuse me, people get back from their vacations, then what do they say? They're talking to their friends, right? They're posting on social media to say, hey, I just got back, and you know what? It was a smooth process and an easy situation. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, no, I'm really proud of what they put together. And that's just on top of all the other safe stay protocols that we have in place. So I'm really proud of it. I've traveled numerous times since we reopened, feel 100% comfortable there. So hopefully you guys too. Next thing I want to talk about that we're seeing a ton of, which is great, is groups. People miss each other. They haven't seen each other in a long time. So now that they know we have all these safe stay protocols in, we're covering them with the testing, all of that, they are ready to get back out onto the beach. Especially, we live in Wisconsin, Tom. We have had a wicked February.
It's been ugly.
Get me out of here, right? So come to the beach. So we're seeing tons of groups, all different kinds of groups. My boss, Andrea, right, as you know, she just got back. They did a little girls spa getaway. So they did, I think there was 12 girls. They went to Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana, did a whole spa package. So they worked, and they did this, anybody can do this, but we worked with the spa on site to create a package just for them, what they were looking at. They did a champagne cabana and just had an amazing time all together back on the beach. So think of those groups. My best friend is a popular yoga instructor in town. She has a huge following, and her students are saying, let's do a group somewhere. We do yoga together every day of the week. Let's go do it on the beach. So think of those groups. We've got some really aggressive comps, anywhere from like 1 free for every 5 paid, 6 free, depending on different seasons. So put those ideas out on social media, golf groups, spa groups. Listen, COVID's been tough for people. We've got divorce groups going now. Anything that you can think of.
Right.
And we put together a little incentive too. So you as agents, if you book 5 rooms or more for a social group like this, make sure to let your BDM know, get it registered by May 16th. And the agent with as many groups, the most groups, will earn 3 nights at the Playa of their resort for them and one of their friends to go with.
That's awesome. Well, and the group thing, I can definitely attest. As you know, I had a really nice group at Hyatt Ziva, Jamaica.
Awesome group.
They had a great time. And, that was so much needed. They really enjoyed it. And, it was obviously good for business. And you guys did a great job handling that group. I think we had 43 people.
It was awesome.
That was really awesome. So I can attest to the service and support that you guys provided. So
cool.
Yeah, groups are a big part of all of our business. And I think a great way for us to get back on track, because you're right.
Absolutely.
I think people are going to want to travel in groups.
Yeah, and they're going out there and they're sharing on social media, showing them that it is safe, that all these new protocols put in place, and so that you can go there, continue to feel safe, but have an awesome time. So yeah, keep those groups coming.
Definitely. All right, good.
Lastly, I just wanted to make sure, and I always like to preface this conversation by saying, my background. I came from a tour operator. We very, very much support our tour operators and couldn't do our job without them. But my job as a BDM is to give you all of your options, right? So I just wanted to talk about, again, our agent site, agentcashplus.com. Everything you need to know, everything we just talked about, it's found out there on there. But we've really seen an uptick in the direct business that's been on there too. People looking for another option when booking their FIT, individual reservations. So it's also a booking engine, not only where you go just to register your bookings. And some of the reasons why we've really seen an increase of business on there is we don't require a deposit. So we're seeing that people definitely want to travel, but they're still a little cautious about their funds, right? They're nervous about holding up any money. So this is a great way that if they're booking just a land-only reservation, hotel only, they can book it for end of this year, next year, with just a credit card guarantee, no deposit. So that gives them that physical, tangible reservation number. They are ready to go, but they're not holding up any funds. So people are loving that, and that's another benefit of it. Another thing is, I always like to say last minute availability. We are seeing a lot of people, like, again, from Wisconsin saying, get me out of here next week. I'm over this snow. Last minute availability can always be found on Agent Cash Plus, and you can also use it as a tool. So if you want to book it on a tour operator and maybe they don't have they won't show the presidential suite or some villas, we show all rooms on Agent Cash Plus. So you could even use it as a tool just to check availability on those presidential suites, villas, and then book wherever you'd like. But use it as a tool to do so. Last year, we really enhanced this booking engine. So you can now book air, hotel, transfers, excursions, and we've even partnered with a third-party insurance. We have all major airlines, including Southwest. So we've really bulked it up to make it a true, much more of a user-friendly booking engine. Other things that are benefits of that, when people are World of Hyatt members or Hilton Honors, they would need to book on that Agent Cash Plus site to get their full points. And I know especially for business travelers, I mean, I'm a business traveler. I'm all about earning my points, so I get it. And that's the way to ensure they're going to get their full points. Auto registering the bookings. You'll hear us BDMs say that a million times. Register your bookings, register your bookings. Booking it on agentcashplus.com saves you that step. We automatically register it for you. And then last thing that's really been a great way to get people booking for future is our 24-hour cancellation. Again, having to put no money down and have that peace of mind they can cancel up to 24 hours is really getting people to commit and book that trip. I do want to note that 24-hour cancellation is not specific just to the direct booking engine. That is with our tour operator partners as well. So again, my job is to give you all your options. So I just want to make sure you guys are all aware that that's another option out there for you to book your playa.
Wow, awesome. Hey, Michelle, thank you so much for all the great info. Thanks for everything you do for us agents in your role as business development manager for Playa Resorts. I can't wait to see you in person and have our next sales call, hopefully, somewhere where we can spend some time in the warm sun with the beach and ocean.
Fingers crossed. Thank you guys for this new way to get a hold of agents and everything you guys are doing at the hub.
Yes.
It's really great.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah. And so for all of you, I'll be watching. Thank you so much. This is the first ever 7-minute sales call. Hey, we went a little bit over. We might have to rename it the 11-minute sales call.
We're salespeople. We like to talk.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you know what? You can't. When you got a story to tell, you got to tell it, right? So yes, please watch for more of these coming up in the future. Please subscribe to our Travel Agent TV Facebook page and Instagram page. We would love that, so you can get updated information. Before we go, I do want to just say really quickly, I want to just send our love and our support to our friends down in Texas.
Absolutely.
Yep. I hope you guys get warmed up and get your heat and electricity back quickly. So we love you.
Absolutely.
With that, we will sign off. Until the next time, we see you again on the Travel Agent TV 7-minute sales call. Thanks, everybody.